Hi friends, welcome back to my crafty desk. Sandra here at Blossom and Inspire. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope everybody is doing well and enjoying all their moments. If you don't mind, I would love to encourage you to hit the thumbs up and even drop an emoji comment or a comment of any kind, even if it's just an emoji, just to help me out with the algorithm of YouTube and all that good stuff. Thank you so much, and of course, always, if you like hanging out with me, yeah, subscribe, please. Welcome. Well, my friends, I'm here working on some more Christmas stuff, continuing the continuation of the Christmas, and there have been some changes. So I was struggling through all my stuff, trying to find things to match these beautiful papers that I have received from Jen, from Dreams, etc., and I love them. It is a little more difficult for me to work with in a whole signature style with them, just because they're so heavy duty, which are great. I like using these. I've used them in the past. I love using this type of heavy cardstock. That's this designer type of cardstock for covers and the middles of signatures or journals that are just a paper journal. I do love them. I like to put corners on them. I just think they have enough heft to them to make them really substantial, and they're great. And I've done it a lot. I've never really done it with multiple pages inside of a journal, and I have found it to be very difficult. I think maybe in a hardcover journal where I can put more than one signature together and it just has a little bit more stability for that type of a journal, I think that would have been the way to go. And I might do that next year if I don't cut into all of this to make ephemera. Well, before I had come to that conclusion, I went on Etsy to try to find some digitals that would complement these papers. And I think some of them will absolutely complement, but I went a different direction. So I'm going to take these and set them aside. This is what I did with the little number, the little circles that were left over. I did make each one of these. So I'm going to keep that with them because I think this is something that I will touch on again probably next year. Like I said, unless I cut into them, which I don't think that I'm going to, because I have enough scraps of it to do things, I think I'm going to leave that for next year. So I went and I purchased some new kits, or not some new kits. I purchased one kit, and then I purchased lots of other digitals. So fussy cuts, words, digital papers for backgrounds, and I purchased everything that I'm going to show you. I've done all my fussy cutting everything already, but all my kits and all my papers, my kit is from PinkMonarchPrints, which I'll link them, and I'll link all the things that I purchased. I will link that in the description box. There's one thing of words that I did purchase from AlteredStatesPrints, and I love them. I love the shape. It's just a simple rectangle. The coloring's nice. It's got all these Christmas sayings, and I bought these ones because I need something to use for the kids' Christmas stuff, and I thought this might work. I don't know yet. I have it now, so I can use it multiple times. So I have that, and I'll link that also in the description box. So I'm gonna put that aside for a sec. The words that so everything else I purchased was from PinkMonarchPrints. I did get a thing of Christmas words, and I think they're all the same. They just come in four different tones of papers. Yep. And depending on how you print it, all my prints right now that I've did are on 32-pound double-sided matte photo paper, and I love it. I did not use the I just did it printed regular. I did not choose the presentation matte. I did not choose that. Everything would have been a lot more vibrant and brilliant if I did, but I like the way it came out like this, so I stuck with this since that's how I started by accident. But I still love them. So this is all the things that I purchased. It's all the North Pole. So I got the North Pole collection pockets, North Pole envelopes, and there's a variety of different envelopes. I purchased also let me go through the North Pole stuff. So I did a lot of the North Pole, more North Pole envelopes. Here, there's two different things. There was two different types. I got the North Pole collection. This is just printable background papers. So I got set 1 and I got set 2. I also did the North Pole fussy cuts, and North Pole, the double pages. I did print off, I did buy one kit. It's a junk journal kit, the double pages. And that's what I made 2 of the signatures with. And then I also printed off, I also bought the traditional watercolor Christmas paper, and then junk journaling words, which that one is, for the words, let me see if it's in here. I cut them all up with the words. You get this right here. So she sends, you get these 2 blank ones. So you can put whatever you want. They're just labels. And then there's these exact 2 sheets with all the words. But I've already cut out all the ones that have the words in them. And I left these ones for later to do. So we'll put all my words over there, my little labels. I also purchased, yeah, I went on a little spree because I was losing my mind trying to figure out how to match stuff. And I kind of had a little bit of a meltdown. So I bought the, let me see, did the North Pole, the vintage Christmas fussy cut, the joyful Christmas, oh, I did that one. No, joyful Christmas papers. That was a stack of 20. One of the signatures I used those papers to make, and joyful Christmas tags. And there you go. So there's quite a bit. They had some really good sales going on, so it didn't cost me an arm and a leg, and I'll use these again. I love all these colors. I love all these things. I think I'll use them again. So what I did is I took the papers, and I printed off every single paper from every single kit. So here's all the stuff that I have left over that I haven't done anything with in the signatures. I didn't put these in the signatures. Some of them are doubled up in here. Oh my gosh. Anyhow, I'm going to use all of this for making ephemera and to make a collage master board so that I can make some more ephemera. I've already torn all my papers, and I used this ruler here, and I used just this one side. Well, my hand's all inky. I did all my inking and all my tearing already, and I have all my scraps torn and put over to the side. I did all the fussy cutting already. So all the pieces that I have already fussy cut out, and that I just put them all together in a pile, and then all the little pieces for the tags and all the little words. There was a page of words and different things like that, and I've got them all there. Rottweiler. There's my accent again. I don't know where it's from. And then here's all my envelopes. So I don't have anything sealed. I just have them all cut out and folded and ready to go. I think this might help me a little bit trying to figure out what I'm doing and where I'm doing it, how I'm going to go about it. So there's coin envelopes, different size envelopes. And I know I can create all these envelopes with my envelope board that I have, but this stuff's already done. It was already pre-thunked up. And there you go. So there's that. I also have the tags for the majority of them cut out. Here's my basket. Here's my tray that I'm working within. So I still have these tags. I'm backing them on copy dye paper so that I have a back thing to do. I still have to do those ones. Here's some more pockets. I do not believe I'm going to be backing these onto anything unless I need stability for some reason. I don't think I do. This 32-pound paper is pretty good. It's got a nice heft to it. Like, I feel good when it's a pocket. But aren't they so pretty? So I still have all those to cut out. Let me just make a mess of my organized my mess here. It's kind of organized. Anyhow, tags and pockets right there. Still need to work on those. And then I added some other papers in here. So I have a couple of coffee dye papers. I have avocado dye papers. My beautiful doilies that were gifted to me. I put one of these in each one of these signatures. And then this super cool paper here, this, what is it? It's a typewriter paper. It's that real thin, crinkly kind of paper. I'll show it to you when we get into the journal. So we have that in there. And then also I found, when I was looking for some stuff, I found these papers that I bought a long time ago from Triple V Vintage. And one is called the Art No, I can't say it, but anyways, this one has different colors in it, and this one is just colored, it says colored lace, but it was all coffee dyed. I might have gotten my envelopes mixed up, maybe, I don't know. Anyhow, I put one of the colors in each one, and I put one of the coffee dyed in each one. I do have my own coffee dye stencils, but I bought these because I wanted to use them. She uses a better grade paper than I did on mine, and I wanted something a little bit more substantial. So let's start with this one right here. This journal right here, I'm going to slide the pages around up and down to make it different. So it's I want to create this journal to be a little bit more longer. And the only way I'm going to be able to do that is by moving the papers as I'm putting it together, moving my papers, you know, like up and down, like so. See, like that, kind of like that. And then I'll have some more that come down here, so this isn't just all by itself super, you know, like loose. I don't know, that's not the right word, but it just needs more filler down here so that it has, you know, a little bit more cushion for it. I believe they all have either 19 or 20 pages in them. And then I just need to now figure out how I'm going to put it together. I need to decide if I'm going to do any sewing on my pages before I put them into the journals. I honestly don't think I have time. I have time to sew other things and add it to it, but I don't think I'm going to sew them. I just want to get these into the journals. And I'm using the journal covers that we made already. So there we go. So this one is just the background pages, and I just double-sided them. Again, there's the doily, and then I added, and I inked all the edges. All my inking was done with Distress Oxide Gathered Twigs. That's the one that I grabbed. So see how pretty it is? Some of these pages, this one is going to go into, I guess I can show you that. Let's do that. That's kind of fun. This one is going to go into the patchwork. I thought it looked patchwork to me, so I thought that's what I'll do. That's going to go on there. So this one will go in here, and then I did pull some stuff here to add in here and to change it, to make into ephemera. For the other one, and I decided to keep it with this because it's Christmas, it'll go with it. So where were we? We're going to go through here. This was from Triple V Vintage, and then these are all from the kit. This is Triple V Vintage. And you can just hear how heavy that is. It's so nice. I really love it. There's my avocado dyed music, my avocado dyed paper. And then you can see how they're kind of going up and down. And then they will work in there together as we move forward building this kit. And then there's my coffee dyed paper. And like I said, I have it all already torn and inked. And this will be the middle of this one. I just think that looks pretty just sitting on there with all those colors. I love it. So it still looks good. I think I feel more comfortable, confident. I feel more both comfortable and confident with this. I think the soft cover journal with the softer pages, I guess, so to speak, it is more my comfort zone. I really got out of my comfort zone to the point where I had a little bit of a meltdown. And I was almost in tears. I was like, I don't know what to do. The last two videos that you've seen, I almost pulled them. And then the reason why I went ahead and let them go is because we made the covers on there, and I wanted that. And I want that, you know, the videos, when I post them, they're for me also, because I get to keep them forever. So that one is about ready to be sewn in. And then this signature will have, let me see, did I mix these up again? Probably did. Probably not. Probably did. I don't remember. I think the middle of this one is what I know. Let me see. What I know? I don't know what I know. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the way this one goes. I think this one goes in here. So I went ahead, the kit. Now the kit, the double pages, it's so pretty. These are the pages. So everything with this brown edge around here is from the kit. And it's gorgeous. And I printed them, I double-sided. I went on one, I picked and choose which ones went on the front and back. And I loved it. So when I did this kit already, and I got this one all together. And then I thought, I'm going to make another one and put it in this one. I mean, in this one. Well, what happened is the first page that I went to do the back side, I accidentally put my paper in wrong, and I layered it the wrong way. So when I seen that, I loved it. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is like collaging for me. So for instance, this page right here is two different pages out of that kit. I just laid one on top of the other through my printer. So pretty cool. So what happened is this page right here, if you look at these flowers and this print back in the background, that was this. You can see that difference on there. And then I went to go put the house, or maybe I did the house first, I don't remember, but it went that way. So then there was the house and the birds. Let me put this back on here so I don't lose my spot. And it's in here somewhere. Okay, there we go. And that's how the house and the birds look without being a double print. So when I say a double print, if you don't understand what I'm saying, because I make up words as I go along, I put my paper in wrong. I wanted the house and the birds to be on the flip side of this, and I put my paper in the wrong way. And so when it printed on top of something that was already printed. And when I seen that, I was like, oh my gosh, I just love that. So I went ahead and I thought, well, if I'm gonna make 3 journals, 3 signatures for 3 different journals, then why not mix it up a little bit? Because I knew the 3rd journal was gonna be just the black background pages and not using the double journal pages from the kit. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. Okay, so that's what I did on this one, and I just layered them up. I doubled up different prints on them. So like the flowers right here, this background right there, that's a double. I doubled up. This one I think I did not double. Well, no, maybe I did double up. See, I can't even tell, but they're pretty, and you can tell a little bit because they've got more of a yellowy look. These watercolor prints right here that's the watercolor print. I didn't double up anything on there. And just because I already liked the coloring of it. And just snowman, see, like I put the snowman on here with his little branches. It just looks so cool. So basically, it's like layering. I mean, not layering. Yeah, layering. It's layering and collage all together, but using your printer to do all the work. So I really did enjoy that. I love that. This is also a double hit with it. This one I put the house on with the writing. I don't know which one I did first. I think I did the house first, and then I printed the, I put it through again and put the writing on top of it. But to me, it was like how when you when you're stamping over stuff and you're just building up those layers. So that's where I'm at with these journals. And now I want to move on to I want to finish up the covers, and I want to get the signatures sewn in. So that's going to be a day on its own. So I think I want to sew the signatures in before I put all the lace and stuff around the outside of the cover. And I need to work on my ephemera. So that's what I want to do. So I've got a lot of tags here that I had glued down on my coffee dye papers. So these are like papers that I'm not going to use. They've had them in my stash forever, and I want that coffee dye look. So I just put my tags on top of there last night while I was sitting in front of the TV. And yeah, and I think they're dry enough now and I can start cutting them out. I was hoping to try to use my paper cutter, but I think with all the different lines the way they are, I'm more likely to cut something off. It's not supposed to come off. So maybe I'll just go like this and cut down the edges. So just kind of a getting stuff done crafty day to day is all this one is. Hopefully getting things done. I think I have finally decided what I'm gonna do for the kids, and it's gonna be, I mean, I guess I can kind of say simple. It's simpler than my norm. So I don't know why I'm just having a hard time pulling it together for the holidays this year. Just trying to get stuff, figuring out what I want to do. I can't think. Nothing sounds good to me. Like I've just been, you know, I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's just not coming easy. Isn't that? And that's hard. Like when I'm used to things coming easy, and I'm just like, oh, I can just go sit down at my desk and I can just start gluing something, you know, like collaging or whatever, and then things just start happening. You know, my mind starts popping with ideas, and then before I know it, I'm so excited and I can't control all my ideas, and I got to get a piece of paper and start writing things down before I forget. Well, that wasn't happening at all, and it was not happening for a long time, and so I was getting very discouraged, and I told Jason, I was like, I just want to go to sleep and wake up next year. This is just too much. I just don't know what to do. And I did it to myself. I filled my plate. I do that all the time. I filled my plate too much. And now I don't know what to do. And so, you know, poor guy, he's like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what to do to help you. Anyways, so I thought, well, maybe just figure out what it is. What are the must-dos? And I felt like because of those videos that I had already made, I felt I was putting that pressure on myself that the must-do was to do those Christmas journals and to make December dailies and to do 3 of them because I said it. I was moving forward and I thought, no, I don't have to do that. I'm doing that. I'm putting that pressure on myself. I would love to do them, but I don't. But it was unrealistic. I'm not a fast crafter. And it's okay. I don't have to be a fast crafter, but I do need to know my limitations. So I thought, even if I made them and I did a December dailies and I did that with them, well, then they would just have to be for next year because there's no way I'm going to have them done, at least with the timeline. I shouldn't say no way. I need to take the pressure of having them done before Thanksgiving off my plate. If they don't get done before Thanksgiving, then that's fine. If they are meant to be December dailies, then that's fine too. They can work for next year. And I can still try to sell them this year, or I can just hang on to them and sell them next year, or whatever, you know, it doesn't really matter. So when I did that, I was like, I don't know, I just felt like I just took a big weight off my shoulders, and I thought, I don't know why I do that to myself, but I do. Anyways, I decided, that's when I decided, okay, part of the other thing was that I couldn't, out of all the stuff that I have, I did not like anything that was, I had that was enough to make multiple things for what I was trying to make, those December dailies with the designer cardstock. So that, and I just was, I don't know. I mean, I literally lost sleep over this. I couldn't sleep. And then I thought, okay, I got to stop doing this because I'm going to make myself sick trying to do these things that are just unrealistic. And so that's when I decided to go on Etsy. I was like, okay, you know what? Let me just go on Etsy and see what they have. If I can find something that will go with those papers. And if I don't do that, maybe I will at least see something that will spark my creativity to figure out what to do for the kids. And Jason's like, maybe this year they just don't get anything like that. And I'm like, you can't just not do that when you're like, okay, you guys, I'm just taking a break. It's the kids. Like that's all we do for Christmas. We don't do Christmas presents. We don't do any, I mean, that's it. That's all we do. So, I was like almost sick to my stomach when he said that. I was like, no. So anyhow, so I went on Etsy and then I bought those kits. Well, when I printed them off, I was like, oh, I loved them all. They were so beautiful. I still wasn't filling it for the cardstock, designer cardstock. So when I started putting them together and the signatures, that's when I realized that. And I was like, you know what? I should just do this because I'm really loving this paper. And then I realized, that's when I came to the realization that I think that I need to do a hardback for the designer cardstock and maybe just make like a 3 signature book. And it doesn't have to be 20 pages a signature. It can be smaller. And then that way I can really show off those beautiful those beautiful papers, well, cardstock, designer cardstock that Jen created and gifted to me. And that there was a little pressure on that too. I was like, I don't want to like not do anything fabulous, you know. I want to make sure I do whatever I do. It's something that I think is fabulous anyways. So here I am now doing this. And as I was cutting up the tags and I was doing all the fussy cutting, I thought, I still wasn't positive what I was going to do for the kids. And I thought, I'm just going to fussy cut. I know it's going to take me 2 days to fussy cut all this stuff. So I'm going to work on that and just not worry about, I'm not going to think about anything else. So I took the journals off my plate And I decided that I will still make these signatures, and those covers are beautiful. And then it's okay if they're not for this year. It's okay if they're for next year. Doesn't mean that's how it's going to end up, because I don't know yet as of today. It depends on how much I get done. But what's important? So what are my must-haves? What are my must-dos? My must-dos, as I'm fussy cutting, I'm thinking my must-dos are the kids. I have to do that. When do I have to have it done by? Well, before Christmas. That's it. That's the deadline, is before Christmas. And if I'm going to be mailing stuff, maybe have it done, 10 days before Christmas. So, because, mail's slow, and I want to make sure things get there on time. What's next? The next thing is the ATC. The ATC card, the ATC exchange. That's important, super important to me, and I love it. And that does not stress me out. And my ATC is really like 95% complete. I still have to attach a couple of things and probably do a little sewing, because I like to do that. But other than that, it's done. Aside from receiving ATCs, which I'm not making them, just receiving them and doing the showcase video. So that's super easy, like super easy and so much fun. So that's something to look forward to, not stress about, but that is important to me on my plate of things to do. The other thing is the gift and receive that we're doing. That's super important to me. I haven't made anything, so I thought, oh my gosh, why did I do this? I don't even know what I'm doing for the kids. Now I don't even know what to do for this, which I do now, so that's good. But that's important to me, and I want to do that. So the things that are important to do are the ATC and the gift and receive, and then Christmas for the kids before Christmas. Journals had to fall to the sideline, and if they get done in time, they get done in time. That's all there is to it. So I ended up putting the videos the last two videos, I ended up putting them back on because I loaded them and then I stopped them. I was like, no, I made them private so that only I can see them. And I thought maybe I'll just save them for next year. But then I thought, gosh, I'm going to be a whole different, I don't even know where my mind's going to be next year. I don't know if I should do that. So then I was contemplating on just deleting them completely. And after I found the Etsy kits, and I decided, you know what, they're going to work. It's still going to work for this. I thought I'm going to go ahead and keep them because keep them on. Even though when you watched them, I already knew that I was changing my mind about the signature, because we made the journals on them too, the covers, and I was still feeling my way through it. And it's not wasted, I don't think, because I still like them and I will still probably use them, but in a hardback, just not this year. So today is just true confession. True confession day. So how about you? Do you have any true confessions you want to confess? I'm like, I know I can't be the only one. I just couldn't believe that I just did that to myself. I literally thought I was losing my mind. I was like, oh my gosh. This is just crazy. So I just thought I would, this video is pretty much just true confession and just to catch you up on the changes that are being made to the journals, signatures, and things like that. Now, I do have a lot of scraps, though, since I cut those journal covers. I mean, I already cut into all that beautiful cardstock. So I have scraps that may actually work for some of the ephemera pieces on here. Don't know yet, but I do have that option. So just taking all my scraps. I have my rolly card over there in the top bin. I'm just tossing the scraps in there and instead of trying to keep it in a bucket this time. And so there's these. Aren't they super cute tags? I want to stitch around these. I know that I'm going to ink around them. I'm wondering if I want to still stick with this ink. Yeah, I think so. I like the way it's showing up on here. This gathered twigs, sometimes it has a little bit of a yellowy, and sometimes it also even has a little bit of a a greenish color. I think it just depends on what you're putting it up against. So there's that, and I do like it. So I think it's been playing really nice with all the kits that I printed off here. I really, really am loving them. Yeah, I think my tags are going to get some stitching on them, and I just used glue stick to put it all down. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so I think what I'm going to do for the kids is, when I was cutting up all the tags, I had noticed that, well, I was trying all kinds of stuff. Let me tell you, I tore this place apart, my friends. I was seriously stressing out. Some of the pockets, though, I was thinking, they're these kind, you know, where you can have a little bit of a gusset. And I had grabbed these index cards that I have, which you can just use regular cardstock. And I just wanted to see if it fit on here, and it does. And I think this is all I'm going to do. It is going to be very simple compared to years past, but I'm going to take the pocket and put it on here. And I think I'm just going to use these cute little labels and things, and just put like little labels on here. I'm going to stitch around it. I'm going to tuck their little money in there, and then maybe put like a, I don't know. I mean, I have big ideas, but maybe put like a little thing on there that just says a Christmas wish in there. This I was using from my die cuts, one of these big ones right here. I was thinking maybe I could put something like that on the background just to jazz it up a little bit. And I think if it's glued all the way down, it shouldn't catch with their money. But I mean, like, I don't think it'll catch with the money anyways. Put that in there. Joy to the world. I don't know. Just something cute. I don't know yet. I don't know if that's going to be on there. But that's where I'm going. And I think, so when I was doing that, I thought, oh, well, those would be cute pockets and tucks for the journals too. So that's kind of what I think I'm going to be doing. Kind of what I think. Oh my gosh, doesn't that sound confusing? That's how my brain's been inside my mind for me. Whoops. This was just a piece of paper, copy dye paper that I had in my stash that I was going to put in a signature, and I had pulled it a while back. So just using them up like this to get all my tags done. So the tags are just pure white on the back, which were fine. I mean, you can journal on those. I could have stenciled on them, stamped on them. I could still do both of those things, even though it's coffee dyed. But I like the coffee dye look better, so that's what I decided to go with. That way, if all I can do is a quick stitch or a quick little something, or nothing at all except for inking on the edges, to me it will still be a finished looking piece that I will enjoy looking at. So I'm not going to any bazaars or anything. I might try to sell them I might list them on Ko-fi and then list them also on Facebook and see. I don't know. Maybe there's people out there that I know that aren't a part of YouTube world that might be interested in them. I don't know. But we'll see. I know I don't need 3 Christmas journals. I don't need 3 Christmas journals. I don't need any journals, really. I got a lot of journals. So I mean, I love them, though. I mean, I feel like that's what I collect. Do you collect journals, whether you make them or somebody else does? It's a beautiful collection to have. It's just art. It's like my art collection. Yes, I'm an art collector. That's what I am. I collect beautiful art made by my friends. Hence the gift and receives. That's what it is. It's your art, and that's what I'm after. That's what I'm after. Anyways, it does feel better to have my head back on straight. I kind of feel like it is. I just can't even tell you how stressed out I was. And I'm like, nobody did this to me. I even had a self-talk in the mirror, and I was like, listen here. Why are you doing this to yourself? You are the one that controls what you do and what you put on your plate. Why are you doing this? And what's the worst that can happen if you tell your friends or anybody that I'm sorry, I can't do that? Nothing. I mean, it's better to say I'm unable to do this than it is to keep stringing people on. Hey, sorry. So, anyways, I know I probably have all my friends are going to be like, you know what? It is okay. We got your back, and I appreciate that. Thank you. And I love you for that. Thank you. Oh, but even these tags look super cute, don't they? Like, these could be for the kids too. Like, maybe I'll make like a Christmas wish on the little tags and put those in there. There's all different sizes of them. Like, isn't that cute? Like that. So cute. And then they can have their name on it. I could stitch around it. And honestly, like, they could still use that as an ornament if they wanted to. I don't know if they want to. Even, like, all my own preconceived ideas. I don't know. So I'm using a lot of my scraps on my papers. I'll show you when we could do a get more into the journal. Obviously, I can't do it all on video because it's gonna take me. It'll take me a couple of years if I did it that way. But I'll show you. I'm using a lot of some of my papers are pretty fragile, like my music sheet. Some of the thinner papers, you know, like especially if it's been copy dyed and it was thinner paper, the liquid, you know, weakens the structure of the paper. At least it does for me sometimes, or many times. And so I'm using, instead of washi tape, because I don't have Christmas washi tape. And I am too impatient to order it and then wait a week or 10 days to get it. So I'm not doing that. I think that's something I need to look for in the future because I like to use washi tape, and I'll probably use it if I had it, depending on what kind it was. I guess I get a little picky because I don't know, if I can't make my mind work on what's working, then I don't want it. So anyways, what I'm using instead to strengthen the seams of my paper is the copy dye cutoffs that I have from the papers that I'm using. And if I run out of my cutoffs, I'll just slice me up some more with my paper cutter or whatever. Actually, I'm using this thing right here because I'm using the edges. Should try to look. I already have one paper done. I love how it came out. I'm going to look for that and I'm going to show it to you. Found it. So my music paper was already fragile, and then you know, with all the inking and stuff, when I was folding it and tearing this page, when I pulled it, I tore this part of the page. Can't see it there. So I just took the strip, you know, from the sides, and I just used my ruler. It was already torn on this side from the page that I created. I just tore off another little piece, and then I just glue sticked it, just like I would do with the washi tape on there, and then refolded it. And it looks, I love it. I think it's perfect. I think it's the perfect complement to this journal, don't you think? And so that's what I'm gonna do with all the pages that need to have a reinforcement on them. And just wanted to show you that. Let's see, where am I at? I'm gonna finish cutting these up, I think, and then I definitely need to get the rest of them cut and glued onto their papers. Oh, I also have a glue update, another glue update. My gosh, my friends, so far I'm excited. I will time will tell to see how excited I stay on this. But right now I'm super excited about something that I found online after Googling and searching. I think sometimes it just comes down to entering in the right words for something to pop up for me. And anyhow, I have a glue update on my art glitter glue bottle. And you probably already guessed what it is that I found. So I bought it. I found something. I searched for something, found it. I bought it. It showed up, and I have attached it. So one second while I finish snipping off the ends of these, and then I will grab that bottle and show you what I got. Whoops, look at me. I'm getting all excited. I just sideways that. I sideways it. Okay, well, this one definitely will need a little help. All right, let me clean this up and I'll be right back. All right, thank you for your patience and waiting for me to get back. I found a fine tip, is it fine tip? What's it called? Yeah, a fine line glue tip for a bottle of glue. And the way they sell it is, well, I bought this, I didn't need another bottle this of glue, but I wanted another bottle this size. So I did order the glue as well, and it fits a 4-ounce size bottle of glue, which, hello, that's what I have, is a 4-ounce. And the tip is I bought 2. So it's a pack of 2. So I have this one here for a backup tip, just in case I destroy that one. And it was, let's see, I think there was like a code that you could use on your first order. So this is from pen and paper patterns.com, and I'll put this in the description box also, so that you, if in case you want to have this. I just bought the glue. It was $1.87 for Elmer's glue. I think was actually cheaper on here than it is at the store. Don't know for sure. Don't quote me on that. But the fine liners, it was a pack of 2, normally $12, which I would buy them for $12 because as long as they work good, because it's something I will have for a long time. And $9.01 with the discount. So there you go. There you have it, my friends. Now, I've attached it to my glue bottle, my art glitter glue. Just regular, easy, just screw it on. There you go. Done. It's a done deal. And then this part right here screws. So it's a lot of screwing over here with this, but you only put that one on one time and then this one. So you will have to screw. If you don't like screwing, you might not like this, but it's not hard. I have issues with my hands, and I don't find this hard to screw. This is an easy screw. So just screw it off and on, that like that, and then you pull it out, and it has that little insert there that goes right into that little insert there. Now let's test this out. Let's glue an envelope together. Let's see. Let's just do one of these little ones. I would probably ink it normally first before I do this, and I actually like my corners to be a little rounded. I don't know what it is about sharp things. I think it's because I'm so dangerous. I don't want to get beat up by the corner of an envelope. Oh, it's not going to fit that one. Let me see. Oh, what the heck? That's not going to go into my little thingy because of the slant. All right, well then, suppose we're not going to do that. Maybe I can do this. Will that one work? No, nothing will work. Nothing will work, Sandra. Nothing. Okay. So we're just going to leave it as a Sharpie. Well, we don't even have to. I can do this. Everybody's like, just show us the glue. Just kidding. There. Oh, look at me. I did a good job. Okay. Let me just do, just because I'll probably use this envelope, let me just ink this a little right here on the sides that we're going to see. Just like that, because they're going to get glued down. So there's a couple of things that I'm hoping to find out about this. I'm hoping that when I forget to put my cap on right away, that it doesn't just dry out in there, because that is something I do even with the other one all the time. So it would be nice if that wasn't happening. Okay, here we go. Fine line. A fine line. Let's scoot in. Okay, look at my dirty desk. But a fine line. Oh my gosh, look at that. So exciting. It's so exciting. Okay. And down she goes. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited, you guys. I really hope that this works out. The other thing is I probably don't have to screw it every time while I'm using it. I can just probably put that in there, just remembering to close it up if I'm traveling. I'm guessing. I don't know for sure, but we're gonna find out, because I always forget to put my caps on, and so we will find out as time goes on how well I really like it or don't like it. But I'm very hopeful. I'm very, very hopeful. There we go. Got to finish that little envelope out. So there we go. So that's all I have for today. I think I'm going to continue doing a bunch of fussy cutting and inking, and I'm going to do that while I watch a movie so I can just settle my mind down. And I guess I will just see you on the next video, my friends. I hope you enjoy all your moments, and I look forward to receiving all the goodies that people are sending in that are taking part in the giveaway, which, oh my gosh, one more thing I forgot to tell you, the giveaway. 1 second. giveaway, November's giveaway for the gift and receive. When you send your, if you enter to win, you can have your choice of either the Tim Holtz people that I showed you on the first one, if you're the winner, or this. I thought, I'm not going to wait until December because you'll get it way past December to do this one. This was all in all those packages from Dreams, etc. So these are the chipboard people with the ice skating figurines. This is a stamp, a silicone stamp. It's beautiful. I love it. It's just that I have so many stamps. I'm weeding my stuff out, so I can't add more to it until I have that more under control. And then these cute charms. I'm going to put that in there too. So you will have your choice. If you are the winner on the gift and receive giveaway for November, you can either choose the Tim Holtz people or this one, because the Tim Holtz people, I feel like I can do those any month, any time of the year. This one is very specific in the holidays. So I wanted to do this, add this in there just in case. So your choice, you choose. All right, my friends, now I will let you go. I hope you enjoy all your moments, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.